Hey, what's up everyone? I'm going to do a quick rundown of my drum set and recording setup here. If this can help anyone out there who's curious about this setup, then great. I found it really convenient for my own purposes for just practicing and recording, definitely. It's a much lower volume option than a traditional drum set. This is kind of what I call a hybrid kit. As you can see, all the pads are electronic mesh heads. It's ran through a Roland TD-50X. I have the Roland V drums here. I got two 10s up and two 12s down here. This is a EFNOTE snare drum, 12-inch. The cymbals are all from the Agean Natural R line, except for a few here. They don't make an 8-inch in this style, so I just bought an off-brand off Amazon to make this little stack here with an 8 and a 10-inch. These bells are also Stagg bells. Nobody I could find makes these style of the heavily perforated cymbals for bell cymbals, so these are custom. I had to drill out all those holes myself, and yes, it was indeed quite the pain in the ass, but worth it in the end. If anyone is not familiar with this style of cymbal, with these heavy perforations here, they still have the natural feel of a regular acoustic cymbal, but they're up to 70–80% quieter than traditional acoustic cymbals. But again, you still have that natural feel, that rebound, that response that you're used to. And then with the mesh heads on the drums here themselves, really great response, natural feel. The Roland TD-50X is a great module. It's on the pricier side of things, but it's got so many features and options and customizability. I love this little mixer on the front here, very convenient. You can get all your levels set just how you want. It also has direct outs for the different channels, which is great. So what I'm recording through over here is this Presonus Quantum 2626. I'll take the camera around, I'll show you some of this other stuff here. I have only two microphones. My matched pair of Rode NT5s that pick up all the acoustic cymbals here, and then everything else is a direct output from the rolling unit over to the Presonus Quantum 2626. So I have them separated as snare, bass, and toms, and then just the two overheads, which are matched stereo input there. So the isolation is really great for recording. I don't know a lot about recording and production and all that. I just like hitting things. I love playing my drums, and the less time spent trying to figure out things like recording and production and mixing and mastering and all that in the post side of things as well. It's ideal for me because what I really love, what I'm passionate about, is playing my drums, and I don't have a whole lot of knowledge when it comes to recording and production and everything. So this Quantum 2626 unit is awesome. It has the 8 inputs up front here. I'm just using the 5 right now, which is all I really need. I did a new computer build. I suppose I could even go into that more in depth, but I'll skip that for now for the purposes of this video. Make sure that you do have a Thunderbolt connection, because that's what this takes, and even though it looks like USB-C, it's really not the same. You need that Thunderbolt, as well as it was suggested to me to get a NVMe drive for my computer, which is really, I think, a necessity because of the data transfer rates. Whenever you're recording, it's a lot of data that's being processed. So make sure you have that. All right, I'll go a little more in depth about the setup here, just what I'm using. Again, got the Roland V drums, EFNOTE snare drum. This thing is pretty sweet. It's got 7 different triggers, I believe. There's 3 around the drum itself. There's 3 rim triggers, and then there's an additional one. This actually takes a separate input. I don't have it plugged in right now, but for, like the rim click. And just got my Czarcie Kopytos bass drum pedals. These things are amazing and smooth and responsive and super easy to adjust. Just awesome pedals. A little on the pricier side, but amazing product. I have a Gibraltar hi-hat stand with no feet, which has a smaller footprint. Really great for getting it right next to my slave pedal there, doing pedal bridging, that sort of thing. And it just connects to my rack unit, which is a Pearl Icon rack. Again, most of these cymbals here are from the Agean Natural R line. These are really great. They have great playability and tone, but much quieter than traditional cymbals. These Stagg bells here are custom. I had to drill all those holes. Yeah, that was fun. The Roland TD-50X. This is an amazing unit right here. Tons of features. And one of the great things for me here is these direct outputs. So I can get everything, just super clean channels. Everything's the direct out here. I have the snare, kick, and toms that are isolated. These cables are running along my drum set here, and they're going over into my recording unit, the interface here, the Quantum 2626. And then just the two overheads here, there's my inputs there. They're going up to my matched pair of Rode NT5s, which pick up all the cymbals here. So this is really a great setup for a small-time home studio. You get really great production values, and you don't really need to know a whole lot about recording and production to get good sound, good isolation between all your tracks. It works great for me for practicing, for recording, and for not annoying the hell out of my roommate and my neighbors. So cheers.